Okay, today I will be talking about the use of Padlet in the classroom. Okay, this is not a real innovation, but I just want to share how I use Padlet in my classroom. Padlet is a digital bulletin board for collaboration, and it is easy to use, and it is accessible across devices. On Padlet, we can share text, images, audio, video links, and many more. Why Padlet is innovative? Because number one, it encourages interaction and participation, especially waktu online class. Sebab online class ni kadang-kadang kita lecturers kita rasa macam kita bercakap seorang. So when we use Padlet, students can give comments and feedbacks and can answer questions yang kita tanya dekat Padlet tu. It also supports multimodal learning and easy for both teachers and students. Some of the benefits of using Padlet, as I shared before, active participation builds digital literacy, and the third one, it fosters learner autonomy. And some of the challenges and tips. Number one is the free version limits. Okay, the limit is only 3 Padlets or 3 blackboards per account. Number two, internet access. Padlet allow flexible submission. Kalau tak boleh buat sekarang, boleh buat nanti, later after the class. Number three, we can use Padlet in moderation, and we should blend it with other tools. And the last one, experiment. As teachers, we shouldn't be afraid to test new ideas and try new ideas. Okay, this is how I use Padlet in my class. Okay, most of the time I use it for brainstorming wall. Okay, peer review to write comment and feedbacks, and also I use it for speaking as well and reading also. Okay, so I just go to the Padlet. Okay, this is my Padlet account. Okay, I share this account with my husband. So jimat duit sikit. Because if we take a look at the price, it is 1990, RM9.90 for premium, and then ada lagi satu account tu RM39.9. You can check the pricing later. Okay, so apa yang saya guna? Okay, I just want to share. This one is I use it as a place for students to put their assessment. Not assessment, their assignment. Apa yang saya suruh dia buat, just take a picture and share it. Okay, number two yang saya share, okay, this one is we want to rewrite the essay. Okay, so satu group buat introduction, satu group buat paragraph 3, paragraph 2, paragraph 4. So everyone is here. Everything is here. Students can give feedback and comments. Ada lagi saya guna, this one is sama juga, letak essay dia pun dah buat. This one is for brainstorming activity. I give them a topic. Social media platform should limit screen time for users. And there are two parts, agree, disagree. So student can write the answer. Okay, simply click and then they can write the answer. Sama ada they agree or disagree. This one is also the same, agree or disagree. So kita boleh tengok students brainstorm their ideas and we can check the points they write. Okay, and we can use this for as the main points or as the supporting details in the essay later. Okay, jadi what we call the four quarter, kita bagi topik, and then this one could be for writing and also for speaking. Strongly agree, strongly disagree, agree and disagree. This one, dia boleh share topics dia tulis. This one is also brainstorming the benefits of reading. Okay, when we write this, okay, kita boleh we can ask them to write the points and then boleh cluster the points. So saya tukar colour. Improve vocab, learn the vocab, learn the word, reading can improve grammar, saya letak satu colour. And then biru-biru ni satu cluster pula, hijau pula satu cluster. Next, okay, ni share burger paragraph. So sebelum ni saya share dekat WhatsApp, tapi WhatsApp jauh, nak kena scroll. So bila kita letak kat sini, letak kat table ni, kita boleh tengok semua punya kerja kan. And this one saja buat soalan. 3 things I want to do before I get married. Saja kan. For some icebreaker activity, for instance, right? So Apa lagi yang saya dah buat? Saya nak share. Okay, here. I played a game for icebreaking activity, 2 truths and a lie. So each student tulis nama and then tulis 3 statement and the rest guess which one is a lie. This one for icebreaking activity. And also for icebreaking activity also I have asked the students to I give them a template and then each student write about themselves just for fun for icebreaking activity. And for this activity for instance, okay, kita boleh tengok setting, kita boleh hide nama. Setengah student kan dia malu kan, dia nak tulis kan. So kat sini tak nak nama, kita tak tahu siapa yang tulis benda ni. Or you can show them, kita boleh tahu siapa yang tulis tu. Okay, so saya nak tengok lagi, explore lagi sikit. Sebenarnya kalau nak explore ni macam ada macam-macam. Okay, contohnya kita boleh buat resipi kat sini. Okay, resipi kat sini ada macam-macam. 3, 2, 1 summary, 4 quarters, pros. Kita sendiri tak payah buat. Dia sendiri yang tolong buatkan untuk kita. So, kita edit saja. Okay, this one is pros and cons. Okay, dia dah bahagi dua dah. So, macam yang saya buat tadi. So, kita just write the topic, pros and the cons. Okay, back. Kalau kita nak buat lagi. Kita boleh buat 3, 2, 1 summary. Okay, 3 things you learn, 2 things you want to know, 1 question I still have. Boleh juga so student buat. Berarti at the end of the class for instance. And this one. This one is yang guna AI. Kita nak buat katakanlah timeline of event. English, history of taklah hijau pula. History of trade. So dia akan buat nota untuk kita ataupun slides ataupun dia share YouTube video, saya tak tahu. Tengok dia buat apa. A few minutes. Okay, so this is the evolution of trends. Kita boleh share kat sini macam maybe for pre-speaking activity or pre-reading ke. Okay, next one kita boleh try apa kita buat kat sini. Kita nak buat lesson plan. English, subject for agreement. Kita pilih higher education. And then kita tengok dia buat apa untuk kita. It helps us to create our lesson plan, to create class activity, and we can have ideas for class activity dengan guna yang AI beta ni. Using Padlet ni kita kena explore je lah. Hari-hari kita akan belajar benda baru. So don't be afraid to explore. Right? Maybe we can have one class for using Padlet in classroom. Okay, so kat sini dah keluar dah. Learning objective, instructional, dia bagi link, bagi YouTube video, assessment kat mana kita boleh show student pergi untuk jawab assessment, exit ticket kita buat apa, group reflection kita buat apa, homework kita nak bagi apa. So kita boleh create our lesson plan dekat sini, kita just bagi topik. Alright, so I think that's all for today. Sebab tak banyak masa, okay. Kalau nak cakap pasal Padlet ni mungkin